Eric from SG Accident Help Center. We are always looking for working with young people as they are more active to reach out to the migrant workers. 15 years ago, I was working in another NGO who help migrant workers also. So I realized that when workers are injured, they don't do a proper rehab and they didn't recover well, and they are very prone to accident again. After working there for 10 years, I decided to start a new NGO to just specialize on rehab for the injured workers, and later on reach out to the workers in the dormitory for prevention work.
So we actually run quite a few programs over here. In terms of caring for our migrant workers, we provide TCM treatments, physiotherapy, and also we conduct health checks, health screening checks for them. In terms of programs, we celebrate with them, whether is it Bangladesh New Year, Indian New Year, and others. And we also have food programs, where we have food kitchen. We provide food for the injured migrant workers. We have a lot of outings together with them because we want to give back to them and thank them for all the efforts that they have put in and contributed to the Singapore economy.
Singaporeans can come and volunteer with us as a befriender. We have programs to bring the workers to Garden by the Bay for a tour. They can join us as a tour guide to help to befriend the workers. We do this almost every weekend. We need a lot of volunteers to be trained, and also we also do help to go to the factory converted dorm to send the supplement meal, and also to reach out to the workers to let them know our services, so that when they need help, they know where to go to.
So I think migrant brothers, they play a very big role, and they are usually underappreciated. So we want to make sure that they are taken care of as well, especially when language is not something that they are very familiar with, because English is not necessarily their primary language. First of all, we start off with our mindset. As you come across them, just a simple hi, a nod, and acknowledgement goes a really long way. And moving on from there, do volunteer in your free time, in your free capacity, and get a chance to better understand where they're coming from, their struggles, their pains, how actually we are very similar and not so different as we were taught to be.
Okay, we all are also migrant workers as our grandfather, our great-grandfather, even my father-in-law came from China. So they are also migrants in the beginning. As I was born here, that's why I'm not a migrant worker. So we are fortunate that we are born in a first world country here. So there's many migrants in the poorer country to come to Singapore to make a living. So they are in a foreign land, and they are not familiar with our law and even the language. So if we can help them, that will make their working life in Singapore easier, as their contribution to Singapore is really a lot. So without them, you can imagine there's no one clearing the rubbish in our estate. Without a domestic helper to help to cook or take care of the family, is really a difficult time for the family. Also, for if there's nobody clear the rubbish in our estate, our estate will be very smelly. If no one build our flats, if no one repair the roads, that's where their contribution to Singapore. They are part of a community, so they should be treated equally and be inclusive, or not to just see them as a machine, or someone also has feeling, also someone that has family to feed. So it's not just a worker, but it's also our friend. I go to the extent of visiting them in their home country. So I have been to travel to China for last 10 years. I also have been traveling to Bangladesh. So I also visit their family, and I really see that it's quite difficult for the workers to work in Singapore to be away from their family. I mean, since they come here to work, I hope that they can go back to their family also safely. Yeah. Not compromising in safety to be injured or even paralyzed or lost their life. When we first started the center in Flanders Square, we only introduced physiotherapy and TCM. Then later on, we expanded our services to more workers there in the dormitory, and also to work with partners and schools and organizations to educate the workers on the safety, health screening. And then later on, we go to the factory converted dorm. We discover there's more issues there. After we discover that the food is an issue, they can't cook, they can only eat from the catered food. So we decided to start a cafe which we can cook for the workers in the FCD with a supplement meal, and also we can use a common space for workers and Singaporeans to dine together. For migrant workers to be inclusive in our cafe, we hope to expand it even further, to be able to maybe run a cafe in the dorm or maybe in a recreation center one day. I hope to be encouraging more migrant workers to be our volunteers, to help beef up the peer support, and also to be able to work here with dignity, and also to dine in the restaurant with dignity, not treated as some alien in our community. Besides helping the workers, I see that we should also help the employer. I also feel that employer do not know how to handle problems when they encounter with the workers. So we are in a neutral ground. So we hope to help the worker, also help the employer to understand each other and to solve the problem together, harmony. And this is something that I want to do in the future, to see that workers are treated well and happily working here, and hopefully their next generation, because workers work here to want to give a better life for their next generation.
I would like to encourage you, to really just come with an open heart and an open mind, and you'll be surprised to see and learn about the new things that you never possibly can get from a textbook. Just as how you would appreciate if you are stuck in overseas and you don't know the language, but someone out there cares for you, is willing to go that extra mile, and you could be that person to them today.